Windows Phone, its downfall for me is the app selection. It has most of the apps I use every day. So it has WhatsApp, it has Skype, it has a good Gmail integration, Facebook, Twitter. I use the official apps because I like official things. FML, for me that app is a must-have. I know it's a stupid little quote-unquote productivity app, but for me it has to be on every device I own. It's on my BlackBerry. It's even on my Palm Pre. If the Palm Pre has an app that you don't, you're failing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love WebOS, but damn, you're doing something wrong if WebOS has an app that you don't. The app I had trouble installing was this one, Viber. Now I don't know if it's because of my incredibly spotty Wi-Fi connection. I could not get Viber to download. This is the actual Viber calling app, not the messaging app. I could not get this thing to download. Look, I don't know if you can see this, it says downloading 1%. It will usually get to about 24-25% and then stop. And it's a touch here to retry or something like that. So that was annoying. But like I said, it has most of the apps I use. I've deleted quite of a couple. Yeah. I speak so well, don't I? Personally, I'm never going to use Nokia Maps or Nokia Drive because I don't drive yet. But stuff like Nokia Music, I use Spotify. I don't know. It has lots of apps. I think they crossed the 100,000 threshold a little while back. So they have apps, but they don't have some of the ones I use, like Bad Piggies. It doesn't have a Lloyd's banking app for the UK. I mean, it has very obscure things like Top Gear News for the UK and Dictionary.com, but I don't know. They're definitely catching up. They're trying to get all the important ones. I mean, there's one or two important ones I haven't got. They haven't got Instagram yet. I think that's coming with Windows Phone 8. But does it have the app I want is getting, the gap is getting smaller and smaller. I mean, Apple used to run there saying there's an app for that. That doesn't really apply anymore because everyone could run that app, that ad, because almost every platform, I say almost because I'm leaving WebOS and BlackBerry OS out of this. Most operating systems have the apps you need. If you say, oh no, I have a zillion apps installed and I can only ever get it on the iPhone, and I'm like, yeah, sure, just go for it then. No one needs that many apps. Like, I'll be the first to admit, I have on my, if I can actually find it, on my personal device at the moment, my HTC Explorer, I have like 4 or 5 apps installed. I have EcoFun for Android, FML, Lloyd's, and that's actually it. Those are the only apps I have installed at the moment, because I uninstall the ones I don't use. And it's roughly the same on my BlackBerry. On my BlackBerry, I have, Twitter and Facebook came installed. I have FML, WhatsApp, Torch and Google Sync, and BlackBerry Bridge. So the most apps I have installed is on a BlackBerry. Wow. But like I said, I don't use a lot of apps. It's like what I said with this. There's not many installed right now, but if I don't use an app for more than a day, I'll delete it if I don't see the point in it. But there's a few annoyances in Windows Phone. Multitasking can be accessed by holding down the back button, and you get a list of the past, I think it's 7 or 8 multiple applications. Now this kind of looks like WebOS, but you can't swipe these away. They don't go anywhere. You can just go left or right and act on them. So if I open the camera, do that. The only problem is, guys, that is the only way to do multitasking. So if I went to WhatsApp over here, Yeah, if I went into WhatsApp, closed it, opened up people. If I closed this and then went back into WhatsApp, you're seeing it has to reload the entire thing. The entire thing. It's still not even loaded. See, now I don't know if it's frozen or whatever. It's like the only way to get back where you were is to hit either the back button or open up multitasking. See, now it gets all janky. Yeah, and this is a screen you'll see a lot on Windows Phone. The resuming with lots of little dots. Let's try that again, shall we? Say if I open up the phone. Alright, if I close it and open up messaging. If I close it and go back into the phone, well, that's not the best example. So, people. If I go into people, close it, and then go back into, no, not back into, and then go back to people, it has to reload all of this. The only way to go back and do it is to hit the back button, go to whatever app you were in. I think I was in people, and then it doesn't have to reload. So if you tap on the icon from the home screen again, it launches it as a new instance. That's kind of annoying. Next, the voice commands. They don't seem to recognise my voice. I don't know if it's because I'm British or I don't know.
Didn't catch that.
I don't know if it's because I speak terrible English or because I speak Queen's English, but hey ho. Next, let's go on to camera. The 800 Sports N 8 megapixel Carl Zeiss autofocus camera with dual LED flash. Photos are acceptable. I'm gonna show you one on screen, not on the phone, on the video in a minute, and then after that I'm going to show you a quick video so you can see how that goes. Alright, so you saw how the camera you saw what a video and photo looks like, and then you can make your own comparisons, but like to me it's a smartphone camera. You're not going to be shooting I don't know, The Dark Knight Rises on it. I mean, you might on the 808 PureView, but it's a smartphone camera. Don't expect too much. Alright, next thing, battery life. I have found this thing to be appalling on battery life. I work from 10 till 6, and I can't even use this that much at work, even oddly that I work in a phone shop. But by about 3-4 o'clock this has to go back on charge because it has about 15 odd %. Now I don't know if that's me or there's no software updates available to, like, maybe it's a little bug that hasn't been remedied yet, but whatever, I can't seem to get a good solid day out of this thing. Other people have been able to. I don't know if I'm somehow pushing it more than others. I mean, it can't be Skype. Skype's not open in the background. Skype is one of those things that is not allowed to run in the background. So if I open it here, let it log in, if I jump out of it, go into WhatsApp, pardon moi, if I close this and then jump back into Skype, Skype has to reload the entire thing, the entire app. So it's like the original iPhone. If I hit this, it closed the app. But I don't know how I'm somehow killing this device faster than any other device, but I am. I can't seem to make it more than 6 or so hours with it. 6-7 odd hours. Next, to me there's not much else. Price, you can get these, because it's about a year old now, you can get these SIM free for under 150 quid. To me it doesn't make sense buying the carrier locked version anymore. If if you're into Windows, I can't speak. If you are into Windows Phone like I am, it kind of doesn't make sense to have anything other than the HTC Mozart, which phones for you in the UK are selling for £100 on pay-as-you-go. I think that's on Orange. I think they had an exclusive for it. So for like 50 odd quid more, you get this, which is a much better phone, unlocked. But hey ho. For the price, this is a great phone. But I would be wary, as even though we've been told, and we've been shown a video of it running Windows Phone 7.8, we have no idea when that's arriving. And the Windows Phone 8 Nokia Lumias are arriving soon, the 820 and the 920, and they look boss. I mean, hot damn. If I could get a 920 in Cyan on Everything Everywhere in the UK, on their 4G plan, they don't have 4G where I live yet, but I want to be ready. I want a 920 with that awesome camera, that awesome screen, Windows Phone 8 and 4G. That's boss. I don't care. That's like, I want to be one of the first people in my area who gets an Everything Everywhere contract, and that might be the phone I get it on. Screw the S3 LTE. I mean, the S3 is a great phone, but it's been out for months. We've seen it. It's running an old version of Android, which we've already seen. We've seen TouchWiz before. Windows Phone 8 isn't even properly announced yet. I mean, what more do you want? It's brilliant. So that's it, guys. If there's anything you wanted me to cover that I didn't cover, my voice is cracked. If there's anything you wanted me to cover that I didn't get to cover, tell me in the comments below, and I'll see if I can remedy it. But for me, that's it. If you want to get me on the website, it's www.mobile-dom.co.uk. You can get me on Twitter, which is www.twitter.com/mobile_dom. You can circle me on Google+, which is gplus.to/Domenico Lamberti. If you want a consultation on a phone or a tablet, I can do that, and the email address is domenico@mobile-dom.co.uk. Until next time, guys, peace.